might be posted. Yeah, it should be posted because it's a webinar today. So it'll be online still.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, and welcome back to today's Shakthi Avishkarana. Today what we're going to be offering to Paramashiva's feet is from Vijnana Bharva Tantra, Sutra 29, Dharana 6. The Shakti, the ability to express the power of aligning another person's chakra with the third eye healing. I have with me a special guest on stage and also a Nithyananda yogi. So I would like both of you to introduce yourself.
Go ahead.
No, please.
Nithyananda, my name is Ma Nithya Lalita Ambika Ananda. I am an Adi Navasi here in Adi Kailash. I've been a devotee of Swamiji for past 2 years and I'm originally from Toronto, Canada.
Nithyanandam, my name is Fabio. I'm originally Italian and I live in England, in London. And I've been Mahasada Shivoam last year and happy to be back for Paramashiva this year again.
So, what's going to be happening today is that we have with us the Kirlian photography camera again. So, we're going to have our very special guest go up to the actual Kirlian photography camera, and what he's going to be doing is he's going to be taking his fingerprints. So, as he's putting his fingertips into the camera, we're going to be having the before states of his actual chakra. So I request you to stand up. You'll just see right now the camera is going to be projecting the actual process of how it's going to be happening. All 10 fingertips is going to be captured with a weak electrical current that is going to be applied for less than a millisecond. What happens is that this very hardware, it responds to the stimulus variation of an electric cloud, and what's going to happen is that as it's getting captured, there will be a blue-like electric glow that is going to be captured and transferred onto the computer. So just as I'm describing it, we are also going to be waiting for the projection of the whole process. I would like to actually tell you, there it is. If you can, I request the camera to be zoomed onto the computer, and if you can see, the data is getting collected. He's done completely with all of his right fingertips right now. He's going on to the left. If you can see, there will be an electrical glow, a circle-like electrical glow with blue and red, or red spikes covering around it. This is what you call the actual formation of the actual energy getting captured right now live. So in this, as we wait for his full fingertips result, we're going to be knowing how much energy he has in total that is accumulated in his body. Now I'm going to be explaining a little bit about how this device captures the total energy in the body. The total energy in the body, like me and you, we have total, out of 100, we might have 40, we might have 50. Throughout the day, what's going to happen is that the collective energy is supported not only by the consumption of food, but also the thought current in which you cherish, the thought current that will infuse more energy into you. In Vedic scriptures, how you get this additional energy, especially when you have His grace, the Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, is when you take ultimate responsibility. Swamiji has once said, just like a Mysore park, when you are hungry and you have less energy, you take a bite of it and all of a sudden you have energy that enters into your actual space. So the same way, when you say yes to life, you're pro-life active, you want to be involved with life, that big yes actually gives you cosmic energy for you to take on. So now you have the before picture. If you can see, his before picture is just taken and it's a total of 54 joules. In the 54 joules, I would like you to see the circle that is covering his body. You can see the spikes. It has different holes, different spike levels. It is not even. It is not fully covered evenly in all sides. It has gaps in between which shows energy knots. So even though he is having 54 energy joules in his body, it does not mean that he is utilizing it to its fullest potential. The blocks in between the chakras, in between his body, which is from his spine right up to his head center, it is getting affected. How and why? It gets affected with thought currents that he is currently cherishing. For instance, if he's right now nervous, it is a cognition that he is carrying, how he carries himself and how others will perceive him when he is sitting on stage. Instead of becoming a lion on stage, instead of becoming a speaker, instead of using his vak to know that every single person is going to be receiving the truth of Swamiji and getting inspired, the certain cognition that is in his space is not allowing him to express 54 peak potential energy, but instead 54 knotted energy. So we're going to be doing the actual healing. If you can see his chart, this is all how the chakras are distributed. As you can see, the green background, yellow and pink. The green background signifies that the energy chakras are completely in a good state. Anything outside of the green background, which is yellow, that considers that it needs a lot of healing. So now you can just see the ultimate thing that is actually affecting him is not really physical. It is actually more emotional and cognitive based. So with this, we're going to go straight into the actual manifestation. I have with me a Nithyananda yogi initiated by His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda into the sacred science of aligning one's chakra and another. Don't think because you're sitting via two-way, the energy is not able to reach you. We have done many experiments and testing on how just by sitting and watching and entangling with a Nithyananda yogi, even you experience the actual result. The only difference is that we have an actual machine that will tell the before and after. So understand, you tuning in with us, receiving the healing while listening to the Paramashivoham Mahavakya will do so much good. By the end of the day, you will just see how even your energy knots become high potential energy. And in anything that you do on that time, the declaration you want to make at that time, it will just simply manifest. So right now, I'm going to be chanting the Shastra Pramana of Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 29, Dharana 6. Every one of you via two-way, and also of course our special guest that is sitting here, you can chant along with us. We're going to be waiting for the actual Shastra Pramana to be chanted. Aligning, balancing and healing the chakras through the third eye.
Om Udgachantim Taditrupam Pratichakramamam Urdhvam Mushtitrayam Yavat Tavadante Mahodayah Udgachantim Taditrupam Pratichakramamam Urdhvam Mushtitrayam Yavat तावदन्ते महोदयः.
I would like also the translation. Bring your restful awareness to that very lightening like Shakti, Kundalini Shakti, moving upwards successively from one energy center or chakra to another up to 3/5, Dwadashanta. At the end, one can experience the magnificent and ultimate rise of the state and powers of Bhairava. So, this Shastra Pramana, understand, its very truth, its very frequency while getting chanted hits you right in the space. So, I'm going to have Ma Lalita Ambika, the Nithyananda Yogi, to start giving the third eye healing to our guest that has given the before picture, the before data in which was projected. You can start giving the healing. And I also request the Mahavakya, the Paramashiva Mahavakya to be played. So every single one of you, you can find a partner beside you. Both you and your partner who is tuning in right now, you're going to be connecting to Paramashiva from the third eye through the space of oneness, just connecting to Swamiji and sending the healing energy of the third eye to whoever it is that you want to see experience auspiciousness, experience celebration, and experience the ultimate reality in which you want to cause yourself. Whether it's being part of this Hindu nation, being part of us as an Adinavasi, and even being part of any type of program like Paramashivoham, which is happening on December 20th. You can also chant the Paramashivoham Mahavakya out loud. Ensure your head, neck and spine in a straight line, receiving the very energy of superconsciousness. We're going to be doing this for a total of 5 minutes. Why 5 minutes? Any deep healing that happens, understand the third eye has the ability to even heal a person in a minute. However, we're really trying to go into healing not only just the physical body, but all 7 layers of it. The chakras actually represents the 7 layers in the actual body, whether it's mental layer, pranic layer, physical layer. All of this and much more actually affects the way you run your life, the way you perceive life. When you go to sleep, it is the energy in which you utilize and the state in which you go into the deep sleep state. That is actually part of your chakra system, because your chakra is nothing but the accumulation of all sorts of pranic energy entering into your very chakra system. Your chakra is practically like a USB energy. How it's getting distributed, how it's getting handled in the body. We have another 3 minutes left. You can definitely do this manifestation with your eyes closed or your eyes open. If your eyes are open, just focus on a particular aspect of the person's body in which you feel that you need to heal. How do you know that it needs healing? The minute you connect in the space of oneness to Swamiji, you will just know. The third eye will immediately go to that particular spot, whether it's the crown center, the Sahasrara chakra, the third eye, the Anya chakra, the Vishuddhi, the throat chakra, the heart center, the Anahata chakra. the Manipurika chakra, which is the navel center, the Swadhisthana chakra, below the navel center, and ultimately the Muladhara chakra, which is the root center. Just pick one particular point and just look at it and completely heal it. Understand the energy frequency that is radiating all over this place. Just when one Nithyananda yogi connects to Paramashiva, everyone that is in her radius, such as me, the people in which you also are not seeing but is around us, making the whole setup happen, our guest that is on stage, whoever it may be, wherever you are, tuning yourself into us, feeling the very energy of Paramashiva landing in you, waiting for you to convert all of the energy knots into superconscious energy. Understand, most of the time, we do not operate from the enlightenment space. The enlightenment space is nothing but high, powerful cognitions that is infused, allowing you to utilize all sorts of energy, the unknown, the known, and of course the later part in which it will produce and gets infused into the part of your body. We have 2 more minutes left. Just hold a strong space with your head, neck and spine in a straight line, continuously exploding, expanding, making others and yourself feel the divinity. Understand, when you know the power through the oneness in you, we have the last minute. You will also experience in this process Kundalini awakening. Kundalini is nothing but an energy in which will just explode into your inner space when every part of you, every inch of you wants to be connected to the cosmos. So now, the healing and scanning is done. I would like our guest to open his eyes and please go to the machine, the Kirlian photography machine. Please go take your after. So now, I'm just going to tell you a little bit. Please do project. I would request the projection to also happen where the results are getting taken. You see in the computer, it's a completely new scanning, new report. He will first put all of his right finger and then continue to the left finger. Understand, in Vedic physics, power can be converted into force. It can be manifested, generated, manipulated, altered without any physical mental sources. You don't need telepathy, the force in which your mind wants to use to make something happen. It actually operates. The Nithyananda yogi, whenever we experience and explore energy, it is from the very state of pure consciousness that manifests through the mind and the body, which is known to us. Over here, because we experience Paramashiva in the 5 aspects, such as creation, sustenance, destruction, delusion and liberation, we understand generation of energy as Brahma. Energy does not stop at just conversion or transformation. Understand, when you come here or you watch via two-way, you are constantly in a high energy frequency zone where mantras are always surrounded and it penetrates you like a needle into your system. and into the bio memory, then bioenergy, and it becomes a reality. So now you're seeing the scanning is done. I would like the before and after to be sent in for comparison. So right now the energy is being sent to the compare. So now you can see the right side, the left side of what's being projected is the before, and the right side is the after. You're able to see the top part of him. Earlier, the top part of him consisted of various spikes and unevenness. But right now, what Ma Lalita Ambika, the Nithyananda Yogi, has done, she has smoothened out with her power of the third eye by connecting to Swamiji, smoothened out the top. Understand, when the smoothing out is actually happening, it is because the energy of Paramashiva is so independently intelligent that it knows where to actually support the person in manifesting reality. Can we please go to the chakra? So when the chakra is getting actually formed, you can see how every single thing about him is now currently aligned. All of his bottom part energy, such as the Anahata chakra, the Anahata chakra got infused with the energy that is needed, so that, understand, Anahata chakra is the main body. When you infuse energy in Anahata chakra and it gets aligned, it supports all of his other energy. His Vishuddhi. Now, even though it is not in the middle, we don't count it as being in the middle. Let's see how much energy got infused in it. Mrigapatika, can you please tell me what is the before and what is the after? Okay, the before is, the before Vishuddhi chakra was 5.1. And now after the third eye healing and aligning of chakra, the new chakra, even though it is moved to the side, it is 5.3. Understand, this machine does not calculate whether whole chakra is balanced. The reason why it even moved, because the energy was getting distributed and activity was happening. Now understand, what is his total energy joules for after? You can go back to the original front. His before was 54 and now his 53. Understand, it is not about proving, okay, now we have infused more energy. The subtle concepts of how we utilize our energy. Understand, like I said, the before energy is like infusing yourself with candy. You have energy, but it's not distributed and it's not used in its peak potential. But now, after the third eye healing, his energy, even though at 53, it is the most aligned, it is the most free, and it is the most healed. So right now, I would like Ma'am Lalita Ambika actually to say a little few words. When you were connecting to Swamiji, just give a few lines on how you experienced the healing and how Swamiji was guiding you in the whole process.
So what I experienced while doing the third eye healing is Swamiji showed all of the chakras and exactly where they are and what they should actually look like. When the third eye healing was happening, what I could see is all of the chakras being pulled to the center of him and just starting to align straight. And more the pulling would happen. What I experienced was it started from the bottom, the Muladhara, and started to go up, work one chakra at a time. Was getting healed until they all just combined together. Exactly what I was able to see and seeing on the machine that's projected there now, that is exactly what Swamiji was showing me was going to happen. The Vak was a little bit off, only because what Swamiji was showing is that we have to be a little bit more integrated into our words and what we're saying. Don't have any fear about what's saying. If something went a little bit off and it didn't happen the way that you want, it's not an issue. Just say, this is exactly what happened. don't have to steer away from it. The moment that happens, that also will just align.
How's your experience?
Thank you, first and foremost. It's been great to receive this healing. Thank you, Mine. Thank you, Swamiji.
I think he's just out of words because he's just looking at his results and he's like, wow,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Of course, miracles happen here every single day. To end all this, I would just like to say one thing. Why is the purpose of power manifestation here? It is so you can integrate to yourself, integrate to the highest part of you, which is you are Paramashiva. This very science is protected by this indigenous community, which is the ASMT, the Adi Shaivite minority tradition. This ASMT community exists in its grandest form in Adi Kailash, Nithyananda Peetam. If you'd like to be part of this happening, please come join us in Adinavasi, where you're going to be always continuously surrounded by this very science that is written in the Agamas, in the Vedas. We're the only community in which preserves for you to experience the ultimate truth of life. So we all welcome you to become part of us in any possible way. Please log in and leave a message to the Nithyananda Yogis in the Nithyananda Yogic Sciences Facebook page. Leave a message so that each and every one of our Nithyananda Yogis can make you experience this ultimate science. So this is what the unit of oneness in which we expressed, align the chakra. This is what we're offering to His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda at Paramashiva's feet. Thank you all for watching. Nithyanandam.